Alright, so I'm up here on the Thunder Creek trailhead. There's a little bit of a parking lot area right here. And I'm going to leave an audio recorder at this sign. Audio recorder is up there. Now there's a campsite right down there. Bunch of young adults, basically kids, are camped right down there. So see if anything happens up here. Alright, so I got the thermal set up right off this trail outside my camp. It is watching the exact area where we found that footprint. So the print is actually right over there. So just gonna let the thermal run. Anything crosses the creek there should get it. Okay, so it's 9 p.m. right now. David and Curtis are set up in the meadow. They're running their audio and thermal right now. Now the area that we found that track in, I positioned one of my thermals over there to watch that area. My second thermal is actually set up this way, kind of watching Bill's campsite and the main road out there. Repositioned my audio recorders around. Got one here in camp, got another one on the far end of camp, and one up above the campsite that's across the road, campsite 18. So I'm kind of excited about that one because there's a bunch of kids camping over there. So if anything occurs up there at their campsite, I'll capture it and I'll capture their reactions as well. So we went over and checked in with the doctors, and while we were over there, we heard one wood knock at 8 p.m. Just heard a whistle. If that was a whistle, then it's across the creek. I mean, literally just right across the creek from my camp. I can definitely hear something moving over there. Faintly. My adrenaline is slowly kicking in. So I think I'm going to turn off the lights, see what happens. So it's a little after 10 p.m. I sat in the dark for a little while. A little creepy, but seems all quiet right now. So I got a motion sensor light set up on a tree stump just outside my tent, shooting down. It's pointing down this trail that leads down to the creek. And I have some mud boots. So I put one of those in one of my camp chairs, laying down, and I have a video camera running right now inside the boot, pointing out in the direction of the direction of the spotlight. So if that spotlight comes on, that motion light comes on, I should record whatever is setting it off. And the light just came on. Just went off. I think I'll just chill in my tent for a couple hours until I fall asleep and just listen. So nothing happens tonight. I'll see you in the morning. So I had this recorder up above campsite 18, up on the trailhead. Now these kids listened to music most of the night and did their own thing. But somewhere close to midnight, for whatever reason, they shut off their music and they all stopped talking. And the audio recorder picked up what was either breaks or knocks, but they were extremely close to the audio recorder. So have a listen. So around 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little after, there was a loud bang sound. So one of my other recorders, closer to the creek, captured this loud bang sound.
Here,
Mm-hmm.
on the other side, I'm going to come out to here. And I'll walk back, and then I'll do what Dave did.
Okay.
And you can see the difference on the size difference. I'll be bigger on this side than I was on that side. But what I'll try to do is I got a tan jacket and I got a rake right there, and I'll try to. I don't know how tall it was,
Right.
but it'll just give me a general idea of what I saw.
Sounds cool.
Okay, come on, Mom. Let's go over here. Let's recreate some stuff.
Vegetation's thick. Yeah, just barely.
Curtis and I were speaking right about where you're standing.
Huh.
Did you see a difference?
Yeah, a little bit.
So when you walked by, and I said, you're not big enough?
Right.
Now that was...
Now the vegetation was just thick too, right?
It could have been a little different, but I mean, it was a year ago.
Right.
Now, being as smart as I am, I didn't document anything. Time,
Right.
what the wind was doing, nothing. I didn't go over there and look. I just came out of the camper. When I seen that, I was coming out here to Curtis, and Curtis was with coming up this way, and I go, hey, is your friend? And right when I said wearing tan or brown,
Right.
he goes, here comes Dave.
So
and he wasn't wearing, and I didn't see him there. I seen Dave riding around in here, and then he walked around this way. Now, we'll go over there, and I'll show you what I think the thing did.
Okay.
Now, on the 26th, I got here, and at 2:30, I'm setting up camp, and I hear a wood knock around 2:30. Why I thought, well, I'll get that one, but I won't get this one, I don't know. Maybe I was more in shock on this one. Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Something I never seen before and never experienced before. I'm 100 miles away from home.
Right.
And then I've got a picture of the fire I was having and the wood I was burning when I was telling you earlier about the smell.
Mm-hmm.
The wood I got from underneath there. Took it over there by that rock, hand sawed it up, put it on there, was doing something else, and that smell just came, and I was like, what the? I went over there, smelt that. I went over there, smelt where I cut it, smelt the wood. I was like, what is that? Why? I haven't seen no wildlife. Why do I smell skunk? That musty, icky skunk smell. Gone.
Just like that.
Gone. History on me, I had 8 skunks living underneath my house. The smell don't go away like that.
Right.
Did I see something?
Maybe.
Did I see a Sasquatch? Nobody was here. Now, did somebody sneak in down around the way and we're going to play tricks? After thinking about it, I'm wondering, with all the activity that they're having down there this time, and all the activity that you guys had when you were up here last time, did that thing follow them out?
When they left that time?
Yeah.
Mm.
Was it following them to see where they were going? Because they were on foot.
Now, where was Curtis exactly when you saw the possible Sasquatch?
Well, I was inside the trailer looking out that window, so I was a little bit back further.
Right.
And when I seen that, I seen Curtis go by.
So Curtis is already.
Yeah, Curtis has already gone by.
Okay.
And then I was like, and then I seen that thing, and I come out and I said, hey, he was right here. Right, coming up.
Right.
Coming up this way. So how much time was there? This is where my CIS didn't kick in. I didn't go over and look for footprints. I didn't look for anything. I didn't smell the ground or anything like that.
Right. Now, did it make any? Did
Nope.
you hear any sounds?
Nope.
No sound.
And the thing is, it walked. It floated.
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 So no bobbing up and down, nothing. Just floated.
Floated.
Like a ghost.
And that's why I was like, but it was. Let me see if I can. There's a thing here that looks like the color of it. Yeah. that dead, that little bit of dead on that tree right there?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Hmm.
It was that color. And it was like those cars just went by,
Yeah.
taller than them. Girth wise, I don't, because I was walking sideways.
Right.
But it was all pretty thick.
Okay, how about I go over there, I'll walk with my arms up, and you tell me if I'm at the right height.
How about you're on?
Am I at the right height?
That was the main other witness for this. That's why you were hanging there. Okay. Yeah.
So you lost sight of me right about this 252 sign.
But I'm wondering if it came like this and went that way, because I didn't see it out here.
Right.
You know, I didn't see it here. If you look at where my camper is, I lost it right here. But when Dave came around,
Yeah,
I
you
picked him up right here.
right.
And he was on this side of the road. That thing was on this side of the road.
And
a lot bigger.
so by the time you lost sight of it,
Here comes Dave.
how at the exact same time?
Yeah. I was like, what is that?
Interesting.
And then the bathroom door closes.
So let's just say it walked down this road, like you were saying, following them. David's coming out, it knows it's about to come out, and then it turns and walks this way where Bill's walking. Because by that time, Curtis is already...
We were over here talking.
Maybe because Curtis walked down this road, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, because he would walk down this way, and like he said, they normally go that way.
Right.
Whenever they do their investigating or going and trekking or whatever.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, let's say the thing's following them from their camp. Curtis walks that way, and then it turns probably to get an angle on Curtis to see exactly where he's going. And then
door opens.
And then Curtis, blah, blah, blah. And interesting. It's a nice wide area for something just to walk through.
Right in here too. It's got a good shoot in here. The thing about it is it's really soft in here. There's nothing.
Now,
I didn't hear nothing.
So was there anyone camping in this side over here during that time frame? Nope. And of course, let's say it did walk through here. You got this, was it Thunder Creek Trail or whatever? Right here. So it could have shot up right up the trail. Huh. Wow.
Now, had I had my CSI cap on, I would have ran out here. But there was something brown walked. I seen Dave walk, or Curtis, something brown, and then Dave. And the brown was like this color, like the color of the ground, maybe a little bit darker.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't have this. You know, it didn't have a stride to it.
Just smooth.
If I can try to do it, I mean,
Right.
it's like that, just like. Osprey, come on. But that could have been like, because it was big. But it didn't, it's like one of those things, it's like, did I just What did I just? And then it was just bam, 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 done.
Hmm.
So I don't know. And they were having last year a lot. I brought him down there one of the evenings,
Mm-hmm.
and the owls were going. And where I live, they have barn owls there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, barn owls are going. Bring my dog in because they're big.
Right.
These things were going, but then there were a couple of them that didn't. They sounded different. They sounded longer.
Right.
It didn't sound right. Of
We,
course,
we heard we heard the same thing back in June when we were here too. So we'd hear an owl, and then we'd hear something that almost sounded like an owl, but there was just something off about it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I did. I don't. There was, like I said, there was the people across the way. There was a family,
Mm-hmm.
and they were gone. I think they went up to the Salmon thing,
Right.
and did a hike up there, but they weren't here. And it was in the middle. It was the afternoon. Like I said, I didn't check the time or anything like that.
Right.
The day after I got here, around the same time, there was a wood knock coming from that way. It wasn't. It was like either something dead hitting something hard, or something hard hitting something dead. It wasn't a crack. It was more of a thump.
Right.
As far as the howls and stuff like that, I didn't hear any. I came up here to go on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason I did come up here is because I seen the Sullivan Creek Sasquatch thing that
Right.
you guys had did, and I thought, wow, man, that'd be a cool place to go up and check it out. A coworker came up the Labor Day weekend, and he was down in campsite 6.
6.
And was hearing trees fall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you know what campsite 6 is, it's across the creek and then up that.
Right.
It's all burned. He goes, I didn't pay no mind to that because it's all burned. Bear could have pushed it over.
Mm-hmm.
Wind, there was no wind, but something could have pushed it over. He goes, what scared me was the one on this side that was like right there in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, that scared me. Nothing. I can't see my camper. Can't see my camper. Can't see my camper. Right there. So right here.
So right after the sign.
Yep. And if you go stand in my camp, you can't see the sign. And then, no. Right here. Out here, I didn't see. I seen Dave walk around the corner.
Right.
You don't know which way it would have.
I didn't see it go this way, Bill.
Yeah,
at all.
I'm still saying, what? Can you see your camper from where you're
Nope.
at right there?
Nope.
No. So you don't know which way it was.
And I was just standing over there at his camper, and he walked this area, and I lost sight of him right here.
Yeah, so
But he did come from the bathroom, repeating David's thing, and I was able to follow him pretty well. So.
okay. I mean, he could have straight veered or went well.
Well, what's interesting is Curtis, he walked that way, and he made the loop around, came up and started talking to him. So the thing could have been trying to tell Curtis.
But the only thing where Dave came out of the bathroom, I don't know if he took this route or this route. I know he didn't take this route because he was closer here.
There could have even been just somebody walking along too that might have been tall. Who knows? But still,
Well, there was nobody here.
Nobody at all.
These folks here, there was them, some kids. They went up to Salmon or down to the lake.
Okay.
Yeah,
They weren't here.
David and Curtis said they had the meadow to themselves.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, that's if you always got to deduct
Yep.
this, deduct that.
Now, could have somebody drove by and parked up there and been like, "Oh, I'm gonna go," and then get back on their car?
Or yeah, could have went to the
You know,
bathroom
yeah.
or whatever. You
Well,
know, I
Dave
mean,
was in the
there's
bathroom. Oh, come, but no, I didn't see anything go up or down the road that I can recall.
Plus, Curtis walked out here, so he would know if there was a car parked here or something.
Mm-hmm. Or there could have been somebody coming down from the hiking trail, because I think there's a little road that goes right here that goes up to it, right?
Mhm.
Parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just,
Oh no, I'm debunk it. Get me off of what it is, because
no, I'm just saying.
yeah.
But you would think, I don't know, a normal person. I'm just assuming if they're actually normal people, come off the trail, you'd probably just
And say hi.
do the human thing, just follow the road and turn here to go to the bathroom or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And when Dave came out, said hi. See, that's the one thing. Dave was in the bathroom when this thing came around this way.
Now we are back in our campsites. David and Curtis are going to go for a hike, and Bill's packing up. He has to leave today, so I'm going to hang out here until he leaves, and then later this afternoon I'm going to cross the creek again and cast that track, see what kind of details come out of the track, even though we got 3D scans of the track. But I'm kind of old school. I want an old-fashioned, cast in my hand. So I plan on doing that later this afternoon. I get tons of comments asking about you. Yeah, I was like, where's Bill? We want to see Bill. Got anything to say to the YouTube world?
Hi guys, I've been a little busy doing other stuff in life, but getting back into the bigfooting and stuff. So sometimes you got to run other paths for a moment, but I'm kind of back. Take care.
Awesome. Okay, here's the track. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little dam around it to hold the plaster in, especially down here at the far end here. And I'm going to cast it. Alright, here's some measurements. Now I'm debating, do I sit here for the next hour and let this thing dry up? Because we found a bear den literally right across the creek from this spot. And early this morning, a little after 6 a.m., I was getting something out of my car and I heard a bear snort. And David and Curtis just found a set of fairly good sized bear tracks just coming down right next to their camp and went right towards the creek. So I don't know. So I've decided I'm going to head back to camp. I'm going to let this set up for a couple hours and come back and get it. It dries pretty quick, but I'll give it a couple hours to really set up. I'm back to get my cast. It's been a few hours, so I want to get it before it gets too dark. There it is. Okay, it's Thursday night. It's my last night here. David and Curtis found a gated off road. It's like an old logging road. So they just headed out about 30 minutes ago to go do a night hike up there. They should be gone for about a couple hours. So I'm back here in camp. So we had a bear. I think I told you guys earlier that I heard a bear, do that sound this morning, just on the other side of my camp. Well, David and Curtis found fresh bear tracks coming right beside their campsite. So they have their thermals set up in different locations in the meadow, mostly looking away from their camp. So I decided to place one of my thermals in the field watching their campsite. So they're watching one way, I'm watching the other. There's two women camping at the spot where we did our recreation. They're part of the trail association. So they'll be, working and maintaining the trails for the next 5 days. And there's a whole group of them coming up. But right now there's only 2 women. So I introduced myself and told them basically what we're doing. We're looking for Bigfoot. Um, they're totally cool with it. And so I filled them in on the activity that we had where they're camping at. So I asked them if they experience anything, just let us know. But tonight I'm going to be hanging out in camp. I've decided to leave these ring lights up in my camp. So basically my campsite's going to be kind of lit up to maybe entice something to come check me out, because everyone else is dark and this will be the only place kind of lit up. So I have the cameras or the lights directed towards the tree line and stuff like that. I have a video camera running in camp to capture any potential eye shine or anything that walks into camp, even though I have trail cameras. But I want to actually have a video camera running because this will also pick up audio and video. I'm also going to be running a thermal at the edge of my camp, watching over all of this. So I'll have audio, video, and thermal all running in my campsite. I positioned my audio box, my long-term audio, up on the main road going towards the meadow. So if anything's like walking through there, it should pick that up. Let's see, what else? Anything else? I don't know. It is 8:30 p.m. right now. So I'm going to stay up and wait for Curtis and David to come back, because if they don't come back in 2 hours, I'm I'm going to have to go out looking for them. So they gave about a 2-hour time frame. So they said they'd swing back and check in with me before they head back to their camp. Randy's already turned in, I believe. He's running audio and cameras right now. I'm also going to be spending the rest of this time right now packing up as much as I can. There's a 50% chance of rain tomorrow, and I got to leave tomorrow morning anyways, and I don't want to have to pack all this stuff up in the rain if it is raining. So I'm going to throw as much of my gear and totes into my car. The only thing I'll have to break down is my tent and my cooler. So that should be fairly easy. So now it's just a waiting game. I'll check in again if anything goes down. So in an earlier video, I shared some audio of some knocks that led up to a car coming in, like maybe they were doing some warning knocks to let everyone know that, hey, there's a vehicle coming in. Well, I captured the same thing here with a vehicle coming in. Listen to the knocks. So more knocks after a vehicle pulled into the meadow. Possible rock thrown in.